coming out. I know it was a wintry, icy drive to get here. We do appreciate you guys coming out. This whole thing started basically looking at intentional connection. You guys are all in business, you guys all go to different events. So talking with Corey and Amadeo, you know, we handpicked you guys to be here. So some of you know each other, some of you don't know each other, but we welcome you tonight to do that.
My name is Angelo Cat. I'm the founder of Western Cortergon Visuals Productions. And I'm here looking to expand my network, see what's going on, see if there's any opportunities to network with other people, and find like-minded individuals that I can create a network of other entrepreneurs that help through that pipeline.
Hi, I'm Joyce Starr. I own 300 section with my husband Jeff. We've been in business now 6 years, so we do everything in home inspection, create a real estate transaction, make sure that house is solid.
Excellent. Hey, I'm Hector Melachar. I work with Northwestern Mutual, financial advising, planning, business services, making sure we help people realize their goals. And I'm here to network, meet new people, and see if there's any way I can be of service.
Hey, what's up, guys? I was fortunate enough to get invited to the Risk Takers event tonight. Good friend of mine, Corey over there, that owns Drive Marketing Agency out of Rochester. So, good group of people here, high-level professionals. My name is Sterling. I'm the CEO of Sterling Construction. We have 4 pillars inside of our business. So people are like, we're in construction, what do you do? We do building from residential, multifamily, and then ground ups. A lot of tenant improvements, franchise owners that want to build out a facility. We're going to be your guy for that. We're based out of Livonia, Michigan, and yeah, we're a technology company first, so we get with the times before they roll over us. You can reach out to us at 248-802-3900.
My name is Corey Barkach. I'm with Drive Creative Agency. I'm a co-founder. Nice to meet you guys who I haven't met. What do I want to add here, Mike? I guess I can talk about the game we're going to play a little bit after we eat. So if anyone, who in here has not played poker? Like, be honest, like raise your hand high. Have not played. Okay, cool. So it looks like everyone will have somebody at the table who has played poker before, which is good. You can't lose in this game. There's absolutely zero losing any money. You can only win. We've got 5 different prizes that we're going to be giving. So the format of this game, we're gonna seat you guys. We're gonna select who sits at which table. The format of the game is, I'll explain this to each table individually before we start. But basically, each table is gonna play for about 45 minutes. The person who has the most chips at the end of those 45 minutes will move to the final table. Each of those people get a prize, and then you guys are playing for the grand prize, which is Detroit Pistons tickets. Correct? So this will be fun. I used to play poker professionally for a living. That's what I used to do. And obviously I've transitioned much more into like being a business owner, and that's my true passion, my true love. But there is a lot of synergy between business and playing cards, right? There's risks that you need to take that are expected to make you money. Billy's filming me. There's also instances where you need a fold, right? You need to know when to give up. So as we're playing the game, think of different situations, how you can correlate playing cards to business. I do it all the time, and it's helped me a lot. Hope you guys have a lot of fun. That's all I got.
Perfect. What great introductions for everyone as well. If I can introduce myself a little bit, my name is Amadeo Ricardo Pentecost Gonzalez. I'm a financial planner with Northwestern Mutual. We're very humbled all of you made it out tonight despite a little bit of the weather change we had this week. And we're pretty excited tonight. Business is all about taking risks. All of us at one point in our lives when we started our entrepreneurship journey, definitely went through taking the risk on that. I want to take a moment here to give a couple shout outs as well too. We have Cortelgon and Amber here tonight. It's going to be our cinematography crew. They're going to give some great content for us. We're all going to go home with lots of memories from this event tonight. And it's going to be the first of many. I also want to take a moment to shout out our wonderful host for tonight that allowed us to be in this venue. We have Jorge, who's going to be our bartender. We have Manuel. We have Danny around here as well too. Their family originally founded the business in 1994 and actually had the opportunity to open this location in October of 2024. So let's give a special shout out for them tonight. And thank you all once again for coming out. We're excited to have you all here.
So I just want to say how we kind of combined, because we're different industries, was I started this program a couple years ago called Online Odyssey. As a business development guy, I was tasked to train our loan officers, to really build intentional relationships. And so as we started that, it was like, well, they need to interact with other professionals. So I know I have some Online Odyssey people that are here. Can I see a raise of hands if you've done Online Odyssey? There we go. We got 2. All right, so we got 2. So yeah, so it's a great class. I'm not going to go into the depths of it, but basically it's about mindset. It's about using social media to connect and grow your business. It's about leadership, organizing things like this, whether it's Google Meets or in-person stuff, and then just intentional connection. So if you're a fan of Stephen Covey, which I am, that really lays the foundation. Corey was in our 30-day class and was just dynamite, and he won our business. We're doing business with him because of that. And I've got videos if you guys want to see them. Dale was in our last class and just, very good eye for talent and a very good eye for intentional connecting. So if you've ever been frustrated at trying to network and like, I'm wasting time with the wrong people, Dale is exceptional. So he's very intentional with what he does. So before we go any, I don't know one of the habits, and we'll talk about win-win. So if you're a business owner here, you know what win-win is. And being win-win, how many times have you put in time into a relationship and you just haven't earned any income with that? And it's frustrating. Win-win, both parties have to win. Relationships cannot be transactional in business. And I'm not saying not to have friends that are employees and things that do that nature. My wife's probably rolling her eyes. But you really want to be intentional to increase your income. So I hope tonight you'll meet new people and you'll look for win-win relationships. Because you guys were all hand-selected. We could have invited lots of other people. There are some that are still not here, some probably coming late. So when you think about tonight, I want you to think about being win-win. Corey, is there a habit you want to talk about?
So first things first is all about focusing on what Kobe says are rocks, but just focusing on the most important thing in the vision that you had for that and the goals that you set and not getting distracted by other things. So as my partner Dan knows, I habitually in the past, and still sometimes do, get very distracted because I like the next shiny new object, right? And that can seem good in the moment, but once you reflect on it, it really probably didn't matter. So something that I actually do as far as this is I have what I call my red dress list. It's a Google Excel spreadsheet in my favorites tab. And all the crazy ideas that I have as an entrepreneur, I write them down, write them down, write them down, write them down, write them down. And then I look at that list 90 days later, and usually about 80% of the things on the list probably weren't a good idea. But there are some good ideas on there, right? So that's what I do to practice that, but it's been very helpful for me.
What I want to talk about for us all tonight is begin with the end in mind. You're all going to be here making great connections tonight, but really, just don't stop the conversation here tonight. Begin with the end in mind. You never know who you're going to meet tonight, who, maybe 10, 15 years down the line, you guys have become, great partners with one another, and you guys have built an extremely well relationship just based off of this event tonight. Don't ever get discouraged if you feel like you're not meeting the right people right away. We're playing chess, not checkers, and at the end of the day, this is all, just a bigger picture of things. Think a little bit more analytically.
So let's take about 10, 15 minutes. Please get something to eat. We paid for the grub, guys. I've had food here once before. It's delicious. And then we'll do a call to order, and then we're going to assign you guys to different tables. Okay? So please eat.
Mr. Hector Malacara. This table here, number 1. At table number 2, we are going to put Mr. Angelo Cat. And at table number 3, we want to put the one and only Mr. Leon Mallon. Leon, you're going to be at table 3.
We got a pair of jacks and an ace. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, I will take a quick break if you guys want to get a refill on your drink or something like that. This will be the time to do that. And so,
Yeah. a great time. I'm going to invite you to maybe say something real quick. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you everyone once again for coming out here tonight. I hope you all, had fun playing the game of poker tonight. A couple of you won prizes. Congratulations to Mrs. Starwoods again tonight. And most importantly, I hope everyone here made some great intentional connections tonight. Made with new people, that you're going to contact after this event, and maybe set some time to connect with us.
I want to thank the establishment for having us here. At 15, we got to be out. There's an after party. Talk to Scott Eisner. I want to thank Corey Markets for doing a great job. Can you guys give Corey a round of applause for the great work he did? Totally appreciate that. I want to thank Dale for setting up this awesome venue. The food was fantastic. Thank you so much. I want to thank you guys for coming out. And, if there was somebody here you didn't get a chance to talk to your host who invited you. But there's all kinds of opportunities. You just have to reach, just have to speak. Last but not least, we will be doing another online Odyssey in January. So if you're interested in learning more or getting involved in what we're doing, please reach out to myself, to Amadeo, or to Corey. That's it, Mike White out. Thank you.